Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is made possible by Assured Partners, Greg Young of Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, The Gregors Furniture and Mattress, Sports Plus, Wayward Social, Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown, Marshalltown School District, Scooters of Marshalltown, State Farm, mtownproud.com.
Safety! Dropped in the end zone. It's Niehaus. Feldman, that one will get in. That's a good point right there. A shot coming here. That's a goal. Lifted to left center field. Gets off the warning track into the wall. Transition three. Boom! Knocks that one down. And it's a goal. What a beautiful play. Dutton, look what I found over the first. It's a 3-on-1 all the way. Yes! There he goes.
Your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV. Welcome to the countdown to tip-off.
Welcome into the Marshalltown Roundhouse. It is postseason action tonight as the Marshalltown Bobcats host the Des Moines East Scarlets in Class 5A, Region Number 4. Brandon Lewis with you with our KFJB-TV crew, running well behind our planned schedule for tip-off at 7 o'clock here tonight. Told that the Des Moines East bus ended up near Grinnell before making a U-turn and heading back to Marshalltown. So we are running behind, but tip-off right around the corner. Coming up, we're going to chat with head coach Brian Murphy, a much-anticipated game here as the Bobcats fell in this game a year ago to the Des Moines North Polar Bears. They look to right the ship and get a first-round victory as they await the winner. Coming up on Saturday, Ankeny Centennial will host the winner of our matchup here tonight. Looking forward to this one. Postseason action getting underway. This is the countdown to tip-off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Legends American Grill is the perfect place to watch your favorite team. Enjoy wings, nachos, steaks, and prime rib available on Friday and Saturday nights. It's game on for great food and your favorite drink to wash it down. You like burgers? Legends has fantastic, unique burger creations like this. The Legends Burger. Absolutely delicious. Gather with friends, enjoy your favorite team's games with the NFL Sunday Ticket, and make some memories. Legends American Grill in Marshalltown and our new Newton location, where the game is always on.
Marshalltown Community School District announces that preschool sign-up is going on now for children who will be 4 on or before September 15th. Sign up early as spaces do fill up. Marshalltown's preschool program ensures every child has access to high-quality early education in a welcoming and supportive environment. The preschool program is tuition-free with no fees to sign up. Contact the preschool coordinator at 641-754-1000 for more information. You'll need proof of your child's age, address, and immunization records in order to sign up. Welcome back into the countdown to tip-off right here on KFJB-TV. It is postseason action tonight in Class 5A in the quarterfinal as Marshalltown hosts Des Moines East. Coach, you were in a familiar position a year ago in this game, unfortunately upset by Des Moines North. What has your team kind of learned over the past year to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen inside your own gym here tonight?
I think one of the main things, we take away from last year and really just this year in general is, every time you face an opponent, you've got to think of it as a fresh approach. And I've been comparing it to our game at Lincoln where, we played Lincoln the second game of the year. And by the time we played them again last week, really both teams were almost different versions of themselves. And we've got to have that same mindset tonight where you almost have to flush the first experience early in the season, think of it as a new opponent, new matchup, and kind of come at it with that fresh perspective, fresh intensity.
Postseason play, you always want to be playing your best basketball heading in. You've gotten Mara Johnson back in the past month. You're on a 2-game winning streak heading into postseason play. You've probably got to really like the way your team is playing heading into postseason play.
Yeah, we do, and we feel like we're coming together in the right kind of ways. I think when you're adding people back into a lineup, it can be tricky to kind of take into account what they like to do, and that's been something that I think Amara especially has been able to find that balance where, I mean, she's the best version of herself when she's being aggressive, but for that aggression to take hold, everybody else on the floor has to anticipate it to give her space. And I think the first few games you kind of saw some of that kind of figuring out of things, but certainly the last couple of games, Lincoln was a good one where her aggression was really met with some really good anticipation from her teammates, and that's something that's just going to continue to grow the more that everybody's back together.
Yeah. Year over year, as you kind of alluded to last year and into this year, turnovers are down. The offensive side is still kind of coming together, a work in progress. But, boy, the defensive end, and they always say defense wins championships. And, you have the third best defense in 5A. Your blocks are right up there in the top 10 and in the state of Iowa in Class 5A. So you do those things. Rebounding as well is way up there as well. Those are key elements to be able to win a lot of basketball games, especially in postseason play. So how do you kind of focus in on that defensive end and make sure you really shut down any other opportunities here tonight?
The great thing about defense is it's something that you can kind of hang your hat on regardless of what's happening. When you get to the postseason, it's natural for nerves to come in. You kind of get some of that adrenaline. The offense can look shaky, look a little bit off balance at times, and so when you hang your hat on defense, I mean, one, it kind of gets you balanced a little bit, I think, where you can get grounded in the game, get into the flow of the game. And then, the best way defense gets you going is turn it into offense. And that was something that, again, adding Amara back to adds that element too, where suddenly a steal turns into a breakaway with her speed. And again, that was something at Lincoln I thought we did a really nice job of turning defense into offense and just opening things up for ourselves to make the whole game a lot easier.
Seems like forever ago when you played Des Moines East, all the way back in early December. Brooklyn Smith has continued to kind of be the leader, centerpiece of the offense for the Scarlets. Who's matched up with her tonight, and how do you go about stopping her?
With somebody like her, it's probably going to be a bit of a committee approach where certainly, we're going to have kind of a variety of people. We've got Millie, throw some height on her. We've got Kinsley and Amara, whose speed and aggression kind of throw her off. So when you've got kind of a player that one team kind of leans on pretty heavily, you don't want him to get too comfortable in any one look. So we'll be throwing a lot of different looks at her. And, fundamentally, the thing we're most focused on is after we get our ball pressure, we've got to make sure we limit them to one shot per possession. It's when you've got a team that shoots a lot of threes, which East does, you've got to anticipate long rebounds and make sure that you don't just, instinctively run to the hoop, let it bounce over your head. You got to find your body first. And it just, a lot of those little things you got to make sure you stay on top of early.
This is the most successful team since the 2006-2007 season in Bobcat girls basketball history. How proud are you of this group to be able to accomplish what they have so far this year heading into the postseason? Yeah,
and I think the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that all of them have kind of been through a pretty significant learning curve over the years. You look at Ellie, she's the only player on a roster that experienced the CIML as a freshman, so she kind of went through that ringer, understands what kind of growth we've been through, and then a lot of the juniors, certainly some of the sophomores as freshmen getting thrown in where, I think back to 3 years ago, we were at South Tama, we lost a game that we still kind of think about and talk about. And that growth kind of started there where you had a lot of freshmen getting their first varsity experience. It didn't go the way they want. So as a coach, I think that's what I'm most proud of more than anything is the growth that has gotten us to this point, and also recognizing that with a lot of the team coming back next year, this is yet another step as we continue to grow.
Yeah, that is for sure. Bobcats go for their 6th straight victory against the Des Moines East Scarlets here tonight. Coming up, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach Brian Murphy on our countdown to tip-off. When we come back, we'll get the starting 5 for the Scarlets and the Bobcats. This is postseason coverage of Bobcat Athletics right here on KFJB-TV.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is sponsored by the Marshalltown School District. Embrace the lead. Scooters of Marshalltown. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. And State Farm. mtownproud.com.
Warm-up still continuing as we get set. The Scarlets and the Bobcats do battle in Class 5A, Region number 4 here tonight. Winner moves on to take on 4th-ranked Ankeny Centennial in Class 5A. Ankeny Centennial 14-7 this season. Johnston is number 1 in 5A heading into postseason play. They finished their regular season undefeated in the CIML. Dowling is number 2. Waukee Northwest is number 3. Centennial 4, and Pleasant Valley is sitting there at number 5, followed by Prairie, Davenport North, Cedar Falls, Waukee, and Iowa City Liberty to round out top 10 in the final rankings in Class 5A girls basketball. Let's get you set for tonight's game. Our starting lineups all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. Renee Rice is the head coach in her second year leading the Scarlets. Finished the regular season 3-18, 2-8 in the Iowa Alliance South. Last year, this team went 1-20, their lone win versus Hoover. All 3 wins this year for Des Moines East have been against the same opponent. They've taken down Des Moines North 3 times this year, including a 2016 win, a 20-point victory in there, and also a 2-point victory against Des Moines North. They started the season 0-10 before adding those 3 victories. They've lost their last 2 games coming into postseason play. Starting 5 looks like this. It'll be number 2, Demira Lewis, averaging 1 point per game, 1 rebound per game, a sophomore, and a guard for Des Moines East. Number 10, Brooklyn Smith. We talked to head coach Brian Murphy a little bit about her, but she's averaging 7 points per game, leading scorer and leading rebounder as well at 6.5 rebounds per game. She also averages 1.5 steals per game. She is a 5'6" sophomore center. Number 15, Lauren Zayati, averaging under a point a game, 2 rebounds per game, a 5'4" junior. Number 20, Jalea Hardy, averaging 4 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, a sophomore. She did not play in this previous meeting back on December 6th when Marshalltown defeated Des Moines East 60-17. And number 24, Serenity Thompson, will round out the starting 5 for the Scarlets. She averages 1.5 points per game and 1.5 rebounds per game as well. She is a junior for the Scarlets. That is their starting 5 here tonight against the Marshalltown Bobcats. Meanwhile, for the Red and Blue, they'll go like this behind 6th-year head man Brian Murphy, assisted by Megan Heitman. Bobcats 8-13 on the regular season. Like I mentioned with Coach, back in the 06-07 season, they won 10 games this year. That is second best in the last 20 years for the Bobcat ladies, getting to that threshold. So obviously making huge strides, and they show with it on the statistics side of things, as this team, 3rd best defense in 5A. They are 4th best in 5A in rebounds per game. They're 2nd best in 5A in blocks per game. So they can get it done on the defensive end, but it's the offensive end which has really struggled. 36th in scoring, 37 turnovers, 26 turnovers per game. That is 37th in Class 5A. So as you can see, still that offensive side coming through that they'll have to get that figured out as this year and obviously next year comes along, as a lot of this starting lineup coming back a year from now. Number 11, Kinsley Bowie will start, 5'8" junior, averaging 5 points per game, 3 rebounds per game for the guard. Number 20, Millie Heitman, 5.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 3 assists for the 6-foot junior forward who had 10 points and 6 assists against Des Moines East back in December. Number 23, Georgia Jansen, averaging 5 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, a 5'11 junior. The senior in the starting lineup tonight, number 35, Ellie Hughes, 3 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. That is top 25 in 5A. 5'8 senior will get the go tonight. And number 44, Frankie Long, rounds out the lineup. The 6'2 sophomore center, averaging 7 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game. She's third in 5A with 65 blocks on the season. The Scarlets and Bobcats tip things off next when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social for date night, family fun, or the company party with plenty of space for everyone. Visit Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to start planning your group outing at Wayward Social, the place for fun.
Hayes going to drive into the paint. Floater. Count that bucket. It's good. Frankie Long just rips it away and goes up strong. Three on one all the way. Yes.
By Millie Heitman looking for the right-handed layup up off the glass.
A new season for the Marshalltown Bobcat ladies as they begin postseason here tonight. Looking to beat Des Moines East for the 6th time in a row, as the Bobcats have allowed only 25 max points to Des Moines East in those 5 wins in a row, and they look to take care of business to open up play in Class 5A Region 4 here tonight. National anthem just about ready here inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse on George Funk Court. Let's step aside for a national anthem here on KFJB-TV.
Winner Madison, juniors Leslie Ibarra Real and Veronica Orez, as they proudly perform our national anthem.
Scarlets in their black tops and bottoms. East right across the front in white. Bobcats in their home white tops and bottoms, Bobcats written across the front in red with blue numbers on the uniforms. Head coach Brian Murphy in his 6th year leading the team in on a 2-game winning streak, taking down Lincoln last Tuesday and North on Saturday. Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, as the Bobcats were slated to play this Des Moines East squad on Friday night, but that game was canceled. And so that canceled the second meeting of these two teams. And so the only previous meeting back on December 6th when Marshalltown won it 60-17. And Des Moines East wins the opening tip-off as we are underway, and a steal by Kinsley Bowie, and she's going to take it in. And the layup is way too hard. It's missed strong, and we remain scoreless here inside the Roundhouse. And a ball tipped out of bounds on the near side, right in front of the scorer's table. An hour after we were slated to tip things off here in Region 4 in Class 5A, Bowie now gets a steal. She's going to give it another try. This time goes in, and she is fouled by Demira Lewis. And Lewis will pick up her first foul of the night. It is a shooting foul, and that will send Kinsley Bowie to the line to begin this one. 34% free throw shooter on the season for Kinsley Bowie in her junior season. Battled an injury back in the month of December. She was out for the previous meeting with East. And she knocks down the first free throw. Second one is no good. Frankie Long beat out for the rebound. East brings it across. Garcia Aguilar will lose it, and the Bobcats come up with it. Outlet to Jensen. Jansen up the near side, dribbles to left block, shut down. She'll have to back it out. Millie Heitman top of the key. Skip pass to the right wing to Bowie. Now back to Heitman at the top. Drop it into Ellie Hughes. Boy, that's a good block. Jalea Hardy from behind with the block. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Baseline left side. Good inbound to Frankie Long, but her shot is too strong. Rebound by Ellie Hughes. Nerves maybe running a little high here in the opening round of playoff action. Tossing that one out of bounds. With 1:02 off the clock, it is 1-0. East out high will take a long three. That one off the back of the iron. It is no good for Serenity Thompson, but the offensive rebound there for East. And now a jumper from inside the left wing by Aguilar is no good. Bobcats come away with it. Drop it off to Long. Good pass and a feed by Millie Heitman. And Frankie Long with her first bucket of the night. It's 3-0 Cats. Good run of the court right there by the Bobcats. Shot off the mark. Frankie Long will haul it in. Outlet to Heitman, who will bring it up court. We'll see Amara Johnson check in at some point here tonight. Bowie, three from the right wing. Knocks that one down. Bowie has 4. It's 6-0 Cats. No hesitation at all by Bowie. You love to see that. On the offensive end, and now Millie Heitman says get out of here with that shot. As Hardy has her shot blocked after blocking a shot a moment ago. There's that Bowie three from the right wing. And great shot there as Bobcat faithful on the far side look on. Aguilar inbounds for East. A step back Long two as that one not a three. Frankie Long with the rebound. Bump from behind as she got that one. Outlet to Bowie. Now up to Heitman. Now over to Georgia Jansen. Good find by Millie Heitman. Boy, a couple of exceptional assists to begin the game as she finds Long and now finds Jansen. 8-0 Cats, first quarter. And now Heitman a steal. Boy, she is feeling it. Drops it off. Bowie for 2. Timeout on the floor. Head coach Rice for East wants it. We'll take it with him. It's a run of 10 to begin the game. 5:16 first quarter. Postseason action on KFJB-TV.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you need a new recliner to relax in, or perhaps a new dining set for the whole family, shop McGregor's. They also have a good selection of luxurious sectional sofas. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from the McGregor's friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selection from McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
Hi Bobcats, this is Amara Johnson and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Well, a good sighting. Sydney Capello, who's been out for almost 2 months, has checked into the game. A good moment for the senior. So out of the timeout, taken by East. Sydney Capello into the game, obviously battling knee troubles, but she's out there here tonight as she's guarded the ball right there as you see on KFJB-TV. Turnaround jumper inside, no good. Hughes comes away with the rebound. Sydney Capello, 6 points per game, 4 rebounds per game on the season. Didn't know if we would see her here tonight. Long three from the left wing is no good by the freshman Morgan Hildebrand, who's really heated up as the season's gone along. 36% from long distance. She missed the three, and now a miss by East. Bobcats outlet quickly to Heitman. She'll push the issue. Gets to the right block, drops it back to Bowie. Now tries a three. Heitman off the back of the iron. Hughes, senior with the great rebound. Now to backside. Hildebrand, three off the back of the iron. Up the backboard. Capello got the rebound. Now she's going to go up with it. Oh, just off the mark and now fouled. And that was going to be on Hardy, it looks like, as she'll pick up her first foul of the night with 4:10 in the opening quarter. 10-0 Bobcats. So really good sign to see a senior in Sydney Capello out there. She had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals in this matchup against East back on December 6th. Mara Johnson on the dead ball has checked in as the ball goes and deflects towards our very own Keith Stewart. He should make a full recovery. 4:08 still on the clock. Hildebrand will now inbound right in front of the East bench. She'll get it over to Kinsley Bowie. Cross court to Mara Johnson. Drives, baseline jumper off the back of the iron, but Capello with another offensive rebound. Underneath the hoop, she has to kick it back out. Extra pass. Here's Hughes. Off the back of the iron. But Amara Johnson beats her out for the rebound. A great job to get past Aguilar for the rebound. Bobcat offense will keep going. Bowie fakes, moves, fires for three. Her second three here in the opening quarter. It is all Cats. 13-0. All out of bounds on the far side. Capello touched that one out last. Elia Rankins was the one controlling the basketball. She had it tipped away as Abby Dalton will now inbound for East on the far sideline, right in front of the student section, which good to see. Quite a few of the boys basketball team members have come out, and 5-second closely guarded an inbound violation right there. It's 5 seconds to call. And it will be Bobcat basketball as Hildebrand has basketball inbounded, kind of rounding around Amara Johnson as Johnson brings it into the front court. Drops it free throw line to Long. Loses the basketball. She was quickly double teamed. Now they'll hit the deck. A jump ball possession arrow is with the Bobcats. And so remain on the left side here with the Cats with 3:10 to go in the opening quarter. 13-0 our score. Inbound to Amara Johnson. Nia Lott. She's our Cat connection tonight. We'll talk with her coming up at halftime. Thanks to State Farm, Tyler Pshong Agency in Marshalltown. A hold on the Scarlets. Foul's going to come in on Demira Lewis, her second tonight. Shot clock resets for the Cats. Nylon at the top. Bumped and loses the basketball. It's bumped by Demira Lewis. Johnson gets it to Long. Now to Hildebrand. She'll get it back to Amira Johnson. A little bit of a low pass. Does gather it back in. Over to Nyalot. Shot comes up short for Nyalot. Rebound by Abby Dalton. She'll push the issue. All the way she goes coast to coast. Has to stop at the right block. And Sydney Capeyu just says, give me that. Fast break. Here goes Amira. Layup just off the left side as she was bumped. Looking for the and one, but couldn't get the shot to go. And Amira Johnson is going to head to the line for 2. This free throw is good by Amira Johnson. 100% free throw shooter on the season. So all I heard from Amira last year after the basketball season, I'm working on my free throws. Can't convert on this one, but she's definitely made a big improvement on that angle. Inside, the Cats got the rebound. Can't convert on the extra possession. Here comes Dalton up the near side. Right wing to Ziotti. She drives in, and now is the kick to the top of the key. Lewis trying to feed inside to Nia Buck-Tuak. She's checked in on the last dead ball. Bobcats poke it away from her. It will stay with East. 20 on the shot clock. Aguilar top of the key. Drops it to Tuak. And that one off the mark. Frankie long enough in the way. Getting her to miss that shot. Up to Mara Johnson. Gives a head bob and a fake. And the baseline runner is no good. Dalton again comes away with a rebound for East. Tuak inside. Has her shot blocked by Frankie Long. She had 4 blocks against East back in December. And Frankie, third in Class 5A with blocks with 65. And the freshman knocks down the left wing 3. Morgan Hildebrand coming into form as the season has gone along. She had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals against the Cats in the previous matchup with East. In and out, the shot goes for East. Clear out to Morgan Hildebrand up the near side. Heitman drops it into Long. Turn around, count it. 4 first quarter points for Frankie Long. It's a 19-0 lead for the Cats. Tuak back out to the left wing. She had to kind of bat it away. Aguilar gets back to her at the free throw line, but Hildebrand just picks her pocket. And here come the Cats into the front court. Capeyu tries to step in, but I believe she might have traveled, and she did. It'll be back to East with 22 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Well, as we are just getting going here tonight, not even done with the first quarter, Valley and Urbandale, they are just about ready to lock up their game here tonight. They have 3 minutes to go, and Valley's leading Urbandale 40-33 in their 5A game. Looks like West Marshall and West Delaware are done with their playoff game, but they already took the score down, so can't get you an update there. Newton, they are locked in. Class 4A playoffs leading 39-35 as they only have 43 seconds to go in their matchup, and we'll get you other scores throughout the nights. 10 seconds to go. It's back to Marshalltown leading 19-0 as the Cats will play for the final shot of the opening quarter. Hildebrand back to Heitman. 1 second. Amira Johnson loads up, and it's in and out. No good. 19-0. Cats all over the Scarlets after 1 quarter inside the Roundhouse on George Funk Court. Here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
YMCC, competitive athletics, affordable tuition, On-campus living. Online courses plus 2 campus locations. Unique programs. Career training. Small classes. Short-term hands-on training. Choose MCC.
Well, end of the first quarter, 19-0 Bobcats. If you're wondering why we were off to such a late start here tonight, the Des Moines East bus somehow ended up in Grinnell, and they had to make a U-turn and come up to Marshalltown, so they were running well behind, and that's the hour delay is what that cost our matchup here tonight in Class 5A Region number 4. So all Bobcats after one quarter of play as Hughes bats away the basketball on the far side from Aguilar. Just 8 seconds into this second quarter. Hardy at the free throw line, fouled by Frankie Long. That will be her first foul of the night. Frankie with 4 points in that opening quarter of play. Hardy at the line, a 20% free throw shooter, and she knocks down the first. The first point of the night for East. Hardy's second free throw off the right side. Long with the rebound. Outlet to Jansen. She gives a smirk because Heitman was down in the block just jumping around wanting that long pass, but Georgia was not looking to pass it over 5 East players. Heitman drops it in. Good pass to Long, but Long fumbles it away out of bounds. Boy, Heitman is really locked in. Good defense here tonight, and he's had some exceptional passes. That one, another one, but Frankie just couldn't quite convert on that one. Lewis almost a carry over to the right wing, but she gets it back to Aguilar at the top. She'll drive down the right side, puts up a floater. Hughes with the rebound off the miss. Heitman will run the floor quickly up to Bowie. Bowie drops it off to Jansen. Baseline jumper's no good. Hughes tips it out. Heitman goes up strong. It's no good. And that one tipped out of there, and last touched, I believe, by Jalea Hardy for Des Moines East, and it will stay with the Cats on the left side. With just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Inbound to Bowie, now to Heitman as she drops it off, back to the top to Jansen. Gets it back to Heitman, now back to Jansen, a little back and forth. Going against the zone defense here tonight. Bowie breaks it, and her third three of the night hangs on the iron, drops off Capeyu. Rebound putback is no good. A touch strong. I think Hardy was in the way there as came away with the basketball. East up quickly, drops it up to Brooklyn Smith, and they'll lose it away. Here comes Bowie with the basketball as it was tipped out around the perimeter, and she'll go at the right wing. She was bumped on her way down to the right block, and I believe that's going to be on Brooklyn Smith. Well, it's going to be on Demira Lewis. That is her third. And Lewis is going to get ready to check out of this contest. Lauren Ziotti is checked back in. On the inbound, Bowie drops it in to Hughes. Pushed out of there by Aguilar. Fights through, gets in a tie-up. Possession arrow is with the Bobcats. Heitman will inbound. Good inbound right to Capeyu. Scores it for 2. That is her first bucket in over a month and a half. And a jump ball forced. At midcourt. Well, good moment for the senior in Sydney Capeyu, like I mentioned earlier. Just one of those things that injury trouble and able to fight through it and get the go in postseason play here tonight. Runner, left block is no good by Hardy. Bobcats with another rebound, leading 21-1. Hughes left block, tries to step through, gets tied up, clears it out to Jansen. Near side corner, three pops in and out. Hardy with the rebound. Quick turnaround jumper off the mark by Brooklyn Smith. She got the feed and promptly turned around. I don't think she quite squared up at the hoop in time, but trying to beat maybe the tree trunks down there in the paint. With a quick shot, Bowie over to Heitman, right block, dumps it off. Hughes has her shot blocked. And now a reach-in foul is going to be called on Lauren Ziotti. That last bucket by Capeyu, scoring it for two to make it 21-1. Capeyu will now inbound. That was the second foul of the night by Lauren Ziotti. Jumper is good. Johnson with her first field goal of the night. Great story for Amira Johnson as well with that Achilles injury in the offseason, playing AAU and battling back. A couple weeks now, she's been back in the lineup. She goes inside. Wow, what a scoop and score by Amira Johnson. Her ability to create is significant on the offensive end for the Cats as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. It's now 25-1. And a full timeout is going to be called by Renee Rice. For the Des Moines East Scarlets, they trail by 24 with 4:03 second quarter right here on KFJB-TV.
You're watching KFJB-TV.
Timeout called by Des Moines East. Bobcats feeling it with Amira Johnson. A little Euro step and a scoop and score, and it was good for two. Amira Johnson now with 5 in the game. Coming off the bench following her offseason injury. He has definitely been a difference maker for the Bobcats. A little bit of that piece of the puzzle for the Bobcats this year that they've been missing from that guard spot. And some players who, not traditionally a point guard, have had to kind of step into that role. As she starts out of the break there, almost tipping away for East, and a travel right at midcourt by Ziotti. Picked up that dribble as the pressure was being put on by Amira Johnson. Hildebrand will inbound. Even Hildebrand has played a little bit of point guard this year, and she's just a real exceptional shooter if she's wide open. A fake and a jumper from 15 foot out on the near side is no good by Amira Johnson. Pushing the issue is Smith. Brooklyn Smith's shot is off the mark. Amira Johnson rips it away. And she'll push it over the 10-second line into the front court. Finds Hildebrand at the top. Swings it to Jansen, drop it into Bowie. Now back to Amara Johnson. 3, right wing. Pops in and out. No good. 2 Bobcats there for the rebound. Bowie and Jansen collide. And the layup is no good. Now Hildebrand comes up with a steal. They were looking for Brooklyn Smith. Swing it over to Amara Johnson, right wing. Bounce pass to Bowie. Here goes a scoop and score of her own by Jansen. No good. Ziotti swings it right wing as she gets it over to midcourt. Got it to Tuhawk. She lost it, gathered it back in, and now Brooklyn Smith on the baseline travels. Millie Heitman's back into the contest. She'll replace Kinsley Bowie. Winner of tonight's game will advance on to take on Ankeny Centennial Saturday at 7. Bobcats close out and take care of business here tonight. We will have that game for you on Saturday with a 6:45 pregame. Dylan Dost will be back along. Capeyu, jumper, right side is good. 4 for the senior tonight as we approach a 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Jumper well off the mark, hits the top of the glass. Offensive rebound, an errant shot though from straight on by Lauren Ziotti, out of bounds. Back to the Cats with 1:59 to go before halftime. Millie Heitman drives near side. Swing it around. Long jumper, and they're going to count that as a 3. It was nearly on the line, but good for Morgan Hildebrand. Her second 3 of the night. She has 6. Now Tuhawk has to go between her hands. Jansen comes up with it. Leaves it off to Amara Johnson. Layup's no good, but Hildebrand is there trying for the rebound. Now Amara gets into a scrum on the floor, and I believe she traveled. Yeah, sliding on the floor. Turnover, Cats back to East. Yeah, nearly on the line, but just enough of a gap right there for the 3 for Hildebrand, making it 30-1. So Bobcats can't haul the basketball back and get an extra bucket there. Back to East. Here goes inside Brooklyn Smith. Her shot's way too strong. And on the rebound by Jalea Hardy, I believe she was fouled in a push from behind on Frankie Long. That is her second. Ziotti will inbound, and she finds Brooklyn Smith. Millie Heitman pushes it out of bounds. East looking to inbound. Finds Hardy, turnaround, no good. Heitman coming up with the basketball. Got it to Amara Johnson. It's turned over as Brooklyn Smith comes away with it. Amara Johnson, though, from behind. She taps it away as they give a little high five to each other. And it will stay with East. Good steal on the inbound. Millie Heitman turns over East. Amara Johnson wide open right wing. Can't get the 3 to go. She's tried a few times here tonight, but just has not been able to get that long-range shot to go. Inbound to Frankie Long, a little bit high. And as soon as East turns over, the Bobcats, they travel and turn it right back over to Marshalltown. East, a team that struggles with the turnovers, averaging 35 a game. Turnaround inside. Looked to be a good move by Frankie Long, but she just not able to get it. Hughes got the rebound off the Frankie Long miss and tosses it Out of bounds into the Scarlet bench, just wide of the intended target in Amara Johnson. Nyalot is checked in for the Bobcats and gets a tie-up on the right wing. Abby Dalton had the basketball to roll in a reach-in foul on Nyalot, her first. Nyalot guards Abby Dalton on the inbound. Amara Johnson pushing the issue, and now Nyalot with a steal but loses it. Ziotti comes away with the basketball. Millie Heitman knocks away an intended pass up court to Serenity Thompson. And right in front of the student section, East will keep it with 18 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off right before halftime inside the Roundhouse. A laser of an inbound to Hardy. And inside Hardy goes, misses it. Final 10 seconds of the first half remain with the Cats. Amara Johnson over to Heitman. Cross court to Nyalot. Lot, runner, strong, no good. And that will do it at halftime. It is 30-1. Bobcats giving up one free throw to Jalea Hardy. That is it in that first half. And the Cats looking to punch their ticket and move on and take on fourth-ranked Ankeny Centennial in Region 4 in Class 5A. Halftime ahead, as we'll get you stats from the first half and our Cat Connection coming up right here inside the Roundhouse. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
At Greg Young Automotive, we go the extra mile for our customers across Iowa. Why do customers choose us and keep coming back? Because our commitment to exceptional service and satisfaction never wavers. With our extensive network of dealerships throughout Iowa, we leverage unbeatable pricing and offer a better inventory selection than other dealerships. Visit any of our 6 locations across the state and experience the Greg Young difference, where we'll go the extra mile for you.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
The Halftime Report, presented by Scouting America. Adventure on.
Marshalltown Bobcats got off to a torrid start. It was 19-0 after the first quarter, and Kinsley Bowie knocked down a couple threes in that first quarter to lead the Cats with 9 at the break, 6 for Morgan Hildebrand, 2 for Georgia Jansen, 4 for Frankie Long, Amara Johnson with 5, and Sydney Capay with 4 at the break. In Class 5A, Region number 4 action, you're watching Bobcat Athletics here on KFJB-TV.
When my kids come home from camp, they're so excited. They go on and on about all the activities they got to do.
My son loves to go fishing,
Cooking, photography, kayaking,
zip line, archery,
robotics, camping, oceanography,
swimming,
and radio.
He's got so many fun stories that he would share that we just wouldn't have otherwise.
Being involved in scouting, my boys have made lifelong friendships.
I would recommend putting your kids in scouting. It's a great way for them to learn skills while having fun.
Marshalltown Community School District announces that preschool sign-up is going on now for children who will be 4 on or before September 15th. Sign up early as spaces do fill up. Marshalltown's preschool program ensures every child has access to high-quality early education in a welcoming and supportive environment. The preschool program is tuition-free with no fees to sign up. Contact the preschool coordinator at 641-754-1000 for more information. You'll need proof of your child's age, address, and immunization records in order to sign up.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is sponsored by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Greg Young Chevrolet of Marshalltown. Drive with Greg Young. and experience top auto service and selection. And Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com. The Cat Connection, sponsored by State Farm, mtownproud.com.
It is our Cat Connection with Nyla for the Marshalltown Bobcat girls basketball team. She is a sophomore this year, and you've played in 16 games coming into your postseason game here tonight against Des Moines East. What's that experience in your sophomore year really meant for you?
It's pretty good for me, honestly. I mean, like I said, I like the team, and this is definitely a different environment for me, being on varsity. Last year I wasn't on varsity, I was on JV, but coming this year onto varsity definitely is a change. Like, the practices are a little bit more harder, and you take them a little bit more serious because varsity is a serious type of team. But otherwise, I really like it, and I like the girls. And yeah.
Yeah, what's been the biggest jump for you from JV to varsity?
I would say my skills. Coming into basketball my freshman year and being on JV, I didn't really look at it as playing, but like, it was not as serious as varsity. On my JV, I'm not gonna say I didn't take it serious, but like, it wasn't as tough on me as how it is this varsity year. So coming on varsity, it's more like taking it, okay, you got to take it serious, you know, you really got to work on some skills, and I'm still getting that together to this day.
Who's been kind of an inspiration to you? Who do you kind of look up to on this team?
I definitely look up to Amira and Sydney. I love the aggression that they bring, and Amira, just how she guards the ball. I really pay attention into her, and me and her go to the Y together, and I practice with her and stuff, you know, because it's always good to challenge yourself with somebody who's kind of has more experience. I would say those two. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely two really good ones, especially on that aggressive side. That's what you always need. I think we were recently kind of joking around about who's the kind of the bulldog on the team, and I mentioned you, but I know Amira is as well. And the key role about that is, like, you just always need somebody out there kind of physically, put some pressure on the other team, right? Because that really kind of maybe gets them a little rattled. How do you see that kind of playing in your game going forward as you get to be, a junior and a senior going forward?
I'm very known for my defense. That's definitely something I want to work on going into my junior year, is my defense when guarding the ball, when it's coming down. I want to be the best at it because I'm pretty known for my defense. Not going to say I'm not good with my offense, but it's like, it's there. I'm good with my defense, and I want that to be very known when I'm playing the game. Like, oh, Naya's out. She's going to get this steal. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be known as that person.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so 2-game winning streak heading into postseason play against Des Moines East. You guys defeated Des Moines East very handily the first time around. How do you make sure you don't overlook them and you really take care of business here tonight?
I mean, we played them before. They're nice girls. I kind of know some of them, became friends with them, versing them every time. They bring some aggression too. I like to look at it when playing them is like me getting better myself. I tend to use everything I learned in that game, if that makes sense. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, no, it definitely is one of those things where you gotta focus on yourself for sure. What other activities or things during the school year, sports, whatever it may be, that you're involved in during the year?
I am involved in track.
Okay.
Yes, track. Right. I love track just as much as I love basketball.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. I don't usually hear that a lot, everybody.
Yeah, track is a bloodline in my history, so we're pretty known for that. Yeah.
What events?
I'm a sprinter. I'm in long jump, 100-meter dashes, 200s, 4x1s, 4x2s, all them kind of stuff, yeah.
Awesome. Well, best of luck sophomore season.
Thank you so much.
That is Nyla with our Cat Connection, all brought to you by Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com.
I'm Tyler Prashong, MHS graduate in 2008.
And I'm Justice Richardson, 2020 Marshalltown graduate.
My family, along with the entire agency, are happy to play a small part in a community that cares so much about each other.
At Tyler Prashong State Farm, our goal is giving back to the community. There are many current and former Bobcats giving back through donating, volunteering, coaching, and just being a great neighbor and friend.
We'd love to talk to you about what makes you
M-Town proud.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The Halftime Report, presented by Scouting America. Adventure on.
Welcome back at halftime. Cats leading 30-1. Other scores around the state: Waterloo West downs Linn-Mar 50-48, and Valley tops Urbandale 42-37. We'll get you more scores as the night goes along. Second half starts next inside the Roundhouse in Class 5A, Region number 4, right here on KFJB-TV.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social for date night, family fun, or the company party with plenty of space for everyone. Visit Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to start planning your group outing at Wayward Social, the place for fun.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is sponsored by Marshalltown Area Chamber. Meet in Marshalltown.com. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction. And McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, quality furniture for every room in your home.
We are underway in the second half. Bobcats have that one tipped away, and they'll keep possession. But as we started the second half, Frankie Long with a miss inside. She followed it up with an offensive rebound. Putback was good. East then promptly turned it over. And the Bobcats now with it on the offensive end with just about 45 seconds gone here in this second half of action. Long inbound pass to Frankie Long through her fingertips, so a turnover. And back to Des Moines East as they get it up court. A carry will be on the far side by Serenity Thompson. Back to the Bobcats. 7:08 third quarter. Gets into the front court. Leading scorer in that first half, Kinsley Bowie with 9, 6 for the freshman Morgan Hildebrand. Bowie near side corner, almost loses it, drops it in. Frankie Long, count it! Yeah, it's good! Frankie Long with 4 out of halftime, and the and one. She'll go to the free throw line here in a moment. 34-1, our current score. She was bumped on the way up by Serenity Thompson. Her first of the night, as you see the replay there on KFJB-TV. Frankie Long, a 40% free throw shooter on the season, and the free throw off the back of the iron, no good. But her offensive rebound by Georgia Jansen drops it in, back to Frankie Long as she goes to work. Good up and under move. How about it? 6 points here in the third quarter for Frankie Long. She has 10 on the night, and now we have a running clock with a 35-point lead for the Cats. Aguilar, far side corner, has it tipped away by Millie Heitman. Just a good fake by Frankie Long to get past Jalea Hardy, who was guarding. And Frankie Long's going to check out of the contest. Sydney Capeyu has checked back into the matchup here tonight. Frankie Long, the focal points to begin this second half. And I would imagine she probably has a double-double now at this point, as she had a really good first half of rebounding. Georgia Jansen, the steal and the layup is no good. But Kinsley Bowie is right there for the rebound. Another offensive rebound. Drop it in. Leaner. Oh, wow, that can't go. Good play by Ellie Hughes as she kind of leaned back, bought some room, but that thing just rolled right out. Tough break for the senior. Aguilar almost has it stolen away by Kinsley Bowie. East with a pass off the mark. Abby Dalton comes up with it. Jalea Hardy inside. That one no good for East. Jansen brings it up court on the near side. Finds Heitman backdoor. Left block wide open. Millie Heitman. She's been dishing it to the others, and finally she gets one to her for her first bucket of the night. 38-1. Well, the Bobcats with the third best defense in 5A, showing it here tonight on their home floor. Bowie with a nice steal. Tosses it back to Heitman as she'll bring it up floor. Over to Bowie. Tries to get her third three of the night. That one pops in and out. No good. Aguilar over midcourt. Takes a jumper, comes up short as she tried to get over to Millie Heitman. Offensive rebound, turnaround jumper was no good. Aguilar drops it off there for Hardy, who's no good. Jansen gets it up from Heitman, and the layup is good. That's her second bucket of the night. Georgia Jansen makes that right there with 3:46 third quarter. 40-1, Bobcats lead at timeout of the floor on KFJB-TV.
Legends American Grill is the perfect place to watch your favorite team. Enjoy wings, nachos, steaks, and prime rib available on Friday and Saturday nights. It's game on for great food and your favorite drink to wash it down. You like burgers? Legends has fantastic, unique burger creations like this. The Legends Burger. Absolutely delicious. Gather with friends, enjoy your favorite team's games with the NFL Sunday Ticket, and make some memories. Legends American Grill in Marshalltown and our new Newton location, where the game is always on.
Hi, it's Cindy Rivera. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Foul on East while we were away, so it's back to the Bobcats. An illegal screen. Going to be set by Malaya Rankins, and the Bobcats go to work inside and a hold and a foul on Des Moines East with 3:10 in the third quarter. And it was a shooting foul, so that will send Sydney Capeyu to the line for two. 40-1 our score, and Capeyu makes it an even 40-point lead as the first free throw is good. Capeyu, a 44% free throw shooter on the season. Lane violation on East, so we'll have another free throw as that one is no good. Abby Dalton just a little bit ahead of the game right there. I think she thought Capeyu is going to shoot it a little bit quicker than she did. And the second free throw is good this time. So give Capeyu a second chance, and she will convert, making it 42-1. Lewis has it. Up to Buckner, who's checked in. Aaron Anderson throws a pass. It's picked off. Heitman will run the floor. Layup, no good, but she's fouled from behind. This will send Millie Heitman to the line for two. 54% free throw shooter. First off the front of the iron for Heitman. Heitman with just one bucket tonight. In the last matchup with Des Moines East, she had 10 points and 6 assists. She's probably near that 6-assist mark again here tonight as misses both free throws, but Hughes with the offensive rebound. Putback is too strong. Capeyu, offensive rebound, no good. Another one, no good. Gets another offensive rebound. And Amara Johnson can't make him pay. But Amara Johnson comes up with a steal. And here she goes. A little 1-on-2. Can't convert. Layup off the front of the iron. Hughes tips away a pass. Outlet to Amara Johnson. And this one is good. A little underhand layup goes for Amara Johnson, who has 7 points. Now Capeyu with a steal. Another one. There's turnovers just mounting here tonight for East. Whoa, what? Capeyu bumped. Puts it up anyway, and it's good for 2 with 1:37 third quarter. Timeout. It's a 45-point lead for the Cats on KFJB-TV.
Make the equity in your home work for you with the home equity loan from Lennox Employees Credit Union. Crush high-interest credit card debt and make needed improvements to your home. You have the power to refinance and change your financial life. With the lower interest rate, repayment is more comfortable than paying those high credit card interest rates. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Brandon Lewis with you inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse on George Funk Court. Bobcats leading by 45 in the Class 5A Region 4 quarterfinal. A date with the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars ahead on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Our producer tonight, David Braga, Lakin Eastman, Keith Stewart on camera work. So great to have you along. Be sure to hit the like button. Support our coverage here tonight, and be sure to subscribe and turn on those upcoming game alerts for game notifications. How about that for Capeyu? Just bumped and tosses it up and goes as she banks it in for 2. Capeyu putting the pressure on as well as Amara Johnson. I believe Amara Johnson is going to pick up the foul. Amara a little feisty. Kind of swats away the call right there. That'll be her first foul of the night. I came into the gym the other day and Amara barked at me. I said, Mary got some beef, and one of her teammates just said, no, Mary's just got that dog in her. And here tonight, playing well for the Cats as Amara Johnson with 7 points. Bobcats on the offensive end. 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 3. Knocks it down right there. Left wing, it's good. Morgan Hildebrand's third 3 of the night. She has 9. And you cannot leave the freshman open. She has really been hot from distance and the regular season. And a turnover on East with the final 7 to go. Down to 3 seconds here in the third quarter. And the Bobcats get a hold on to it and take a 49-1 lead to the fourth quarter. That's ahead. Bobcats are looking to punch their ticket to the next round in Class 5A Region 4. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Auto loans at Lennox Employees Credit Union are not just for cars. If you are looking to purchase a new or used motorcycle, boat, snowmobile, or other recreational vehicle, look no further. Lennox Employees Credit Union has low loan rates, and the loan process is so easy. Visit lennoxecu.com for rates and membership eligibility information, or go to 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown to visit with one of our loan officers. Lennox Employees Credit Union, member NCUA.
head coach Brian Murphy talking to his team in between the quarter break as we are getting ready to head to the fourth quarter. We have a running clock. 49-1 is our score. And so Bobcats looking to move on and take on Ankeny Centennial in the semifinal on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Ankeny Centennial 14-7. They ranked 4th in Class 5A. Bottom side of the Region 4 bracket. Southeast Polk ranked 13th. They host Ottumwa on Saturday. That one also slated for a 7 o'clock start. East will start the fourth quarter, turning over Marshalltown and run the court with Brooklyn Smith, leading scorer for East, and it's her first bucket. First field goal of the night comes at the beginning of the fourth quarter for East. Few reserves have checked in to start the fourth quarter tonight for the Bobcats. Almost a turnover. Nyalot at midcourt. Did go over and back, so it's back to East with that running clock going as we have 45 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Ruby Brenrostro has checked into the game, as well as Mallory Myron. Nyalot, Morgan Hildebrand, Georgia Jansen, 5 on the floor for the Cats. Hildebrand all over Aguilar. And Nyalot tips away an Aguilar pass as she was looking for Serenity Thompson. Coming up after the game, it is the Locker Room Report presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown. We'll have our post-game chat with Coach, as well as name our Opa Grill Player of the Game. Brooklyn Smith drives inside, loses the basketball, but picking it up right there is Jalea Hardy. And Jalea Hardy with her first field goal of the night. She did make the only bucket for the first three quarters for East on a free throw. Jansen has her free throw line jumper tipped, and there was contact on the fingertip, so that will send her to the line for 2 free throws in our 49-5 game. 6:08 stopped on the clock in the fourth quarter. Jansen at the line for 2, 45% free throw shooter on the season, knocks down the first. Jansen now with 5 points on the evening. 50-5. Second free throw by the lefty is good, and the southpaw doing the job right there as Georgia Jansen. 6 points. Nyalot all over East as they bring it into the front court. Lauren Ziotti and her get tied up in a jump ball position. Arrow is with East. Aguilar inbounds right by the East bench. Shot from nowhere. Almost goes in for Serenity Thompson. Nyalot, though, gets the rebound, takes it all the way up court, and another tie-up on the right block position. Arrow is with East. The Bobcats. And so Marshalltown will keep it. Nyalot inbounds. Mallory Myron catching that inbound. Nyalot now top of the key, back to Hildebrand. Jansen underhands it to Buen-Rostro, but her shot well off the mark. It was high off the glass, no good. Up court, they outlet it to Brooklyn Smith, and good job by Morgan Hildebrand. Got in the way of that, but also did make a little bit of contact on the arm. That'll be a foul on Morgan Hildebrand. That'll be her first foul of the night. Pretty clean game from that standpoint. Bobcats only had 9 turnovers against East back in December 6th when these two teams met for the first time this year. And probably around that number here tonight as well, as Bobcats have done a pretty good job to hold on to the basketball. That's we'll work it around the perimeter as we're under 4.5 minutes to play. Nyalot at the top, 3 from straight on, hits off the left side of the iron. Rebound brought in by Brooklyn Smith. She'll run the floor, loses the basketball out of bounds, turnover. And she tried to spin around a Bobcat, just lost that basketball at the backside, and Morgan Hildebrand will run the point. And she's over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Swings it to Nyalot, right wing. Now Myron, near side corner, 3 off the right side of the iron. Jansen with the rebound. Got it out to Hildebrand. She fed it right back inside. Now Buenrostro tries her luck from the right block. Shot tipped out of there. I believe Hardy got a piece of it. And now the same thing. Brooklyn Smith loses the basketball again, but they say a foul was committed on the Bobcats with 3:37 to play, fourth quarter. And this will send Lauren Zayati to the line. It was Brooklyn Smith. Sorry, she stepped back. I thought it said 15, but it is Brooklyn Smith. So Smith will knock down the first free throws. This is her first trip to the line on the evening. 28% free throw shooter. Can't knock down the second. She splits them. 3 points on the night for Brooklyn Smith. And she normally averages 7. Nyalot drives to the right block and loses the basketball. No, they say contact. Jalea Hardy last to tip it away. She has a little bit of a confused look on her face. I'm not quite sure if that one was tipped, but Bobcats will take the break. Myron on the inbound, sets up, and shot was off the mark. And it's tipped out of bounds by the Bobcats as we count under 3 minutes remaining in our contest. Well, this will go on to be a decisive victory for the Bobcats and a very tough matchup. In their next game is a good bucket by Serenity Thompson. She'll find the hoop for the first time tonight here in the fourth quarter. 7 of the 8 East points coming here in this fourth quarter. Myron with the 3 from the right wing is off the mark. Two minutes to go. Aguilar, right wing, hands off, 3. Thompson trying her luck again, can't get that one to go. Ball bouncing around, and finally East comes away with it. Jumper inside by Hardy is no good, and Hardy commits a foul on the rebound. That'll be her second foul here tonight. 90 seconds to go inside the Roundhouse and George Funk Court, as this will be the final regular season game for the final season game at home. Buenrostro inside scores it. And Ruby Buenrostro, the senior, getting a playoff bucket right there. Good moment for her. Not a lot of playing time this year for Buenrostro, but that one she'll remember for a while. And she's got that handoff from Jansen and set it up. Brooklyn Smith got the feed from, I believe that was Serenity Thompson, and scores it for 2. So Brooklyn Smith with 5 tonight. All coming here in the fourth quarter. Myron loses it off of her shoe, but Jansen comes away with it and gets it back to Myron with 5 seconds to go. Aguilar picks her off. And East scrumming with the basketball late here as Ayani lost it, and that will do it. 53-10 is our final score here tonight as the Bobcats bring in their third best defense in 5A and dominate. They only gave up 1 point through 3 quarters. Bobcats go to 9-13 on the season. East will end their season at a mark of 3-19 and head home here tonight. Bobcats will move on in postseason play, and in the semifinal they'll match up with Ankeny Centennial, 7 o'clock Saturday night. Centennial 4th ranked in 5A. We'll have that one for you here on KFJB-TV. We head to the locker room report. Victorious Bobcats in postseason play. Coming up, we will name our player of the game and also talk to Victorious head coach Brian Murphy. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you need a new recliner to relax in, or perhaps a new dining set for the whole family, shop McGregor's. They also have a good selection of luxurious sectional sofas. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from the McGregor's friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selection from McGregor's Furniture and Mattress downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
YMCC, competitive athletics, affordable tuition, on-campus living, online courses plus 2 campus locations, unique programs, career training, small classes, short-term hands-on training. Choose MCC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Welcome into the Locker Room Reports as the Bobcats win it here tonight. Final score of 53-10 in postseason play. Big victory for the Cats as they move on. They lost this game a year ago. They kind of upset by Des Moines North in their first-round playoff game. They lost 34-15 in the quarterfinal, and obviously a big one here tonight. As last game was a week ago, Tuesday on February 11th. They played Lincoln, and their game against East on Friday night was canceled in the last regular season game. So a little bit of unknown heading into this one. Bobcats were on a 2-game winning streak. They extend that to 3 here tonight. And a lot on the line and came through. And a good defensive performance. 53-10 the final. Like I mentioned, Kinsley Bowie with 9 here tonight. Morgan Hildebrand finishes with 9. Millie Heitman with 2. 6 points for Georgia Jansen tonight. Frankie Long finishes with 10. I would imagine she had a double-double, holding quite a few rebounds tonight. 7 for Amira Johnson off the bench, and Sydney Capeyu. Also, the senior came off the bench, and she finishes with 8 points tonight. So good disbursement of scoring here tonight as the Bobcats win it inside the Roundhouse. 10 for Des Moines East, as all 9 out of those 10 points came in the fourth quarter, as Brooklyn Smith, leading scorer, finishes with 5 tonight. 53-10, our final score. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll name our player of the game. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
The Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors, continues. Now time to name our player of the game, all presented by Opa Grill of Marshalltown. Greek and traditional favorites, all you have to say is Opa. Well, it definitely wasn't her scoring that earned her the player of the game tonight. Millie Heitman only finishes with 2 points tonight, but boy, racked up the assist and the steals. And the defense was just exceptional. Definitely best player in that first half. I stole that from our producer, David Braga, here tonight as he helped me decide. But a lot of other deserving players. Frankie Long finished with 10. Kinsley Bowie and Morgan Hildebrand with 9 apiece. But some of those points were set up because of plays that Millie Heitman made here tonight. And Millie Heitman is our player of the game. Millie Heitman receives a $25 gift certificate to Opa Grill in Marshalltown. When we come back, we'll be joined by head man for the Bobcats, Brian Murphy. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
What does OPA mean? OPA means joy, enthusiasm, and approval. And when you dine at Opa Grill in Marshalltown, you'll understand why. With their made-to-order pastas, soups, and salads made daily with the freshest ingredients. Favorites include chicken parmesan pan-fried to perfection, fresh and light chicken lemon rice soup, and their signature Opa salad topped with seasoned gyro meat. Opa Grill Family Restaurant in Marshalltown, where you can dine in or drive through. All you have to say is, Opa!
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Welcome back in the Roundhouse. Brandon Lewis with you here tonight as the Bobcats victorious 53-10. The final score. As the Bobcats move on, they will now take on Ankeny Centennial coming up on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Pre-game coverage will start at 6:45 here on KFJB-TV. We'll also be back on the radio side on Saturday on News Talk 1230 AM and 93.9 FM. And then right around the corner, Bobcat boys basketball gets going on Monday night in postseason play in Class 4A in Sub-State 4 as they will travel to take on Mason City on Monday night. So looking forward to that one as we now welcome in head coach Brian Murphy. Our post-game chat all brought to you by L'Oreal Diesel Services. Coach, boy, Millie Heitman, only 2 points tonight, but she was our player of the game. It wasn't because of the points. It was because the defense was so good. And, man, she really had some really good passes, picked up some assists here tonight. Yep. Just exceptional play out of her.
Yeah, I think she finished with 8 assists, if our count was about right. So, and that's kind of been, I mean, she's been in many ways the glue of the team where despite injury, she's kind of the person that holds us all together in offense. And so, she's had nights where she probably could have had more assists than she did. So it's nice to have a night like tonight where the number reflects it.
Yeah, that is for sure. Morgan Hildebrand knocked down a couple of big threes. Kinsley Bowie got you going. You scored 19. I mean, that's the fast start I'm sure you're envisioning for a lot of your games to go.
Yep, and it's funny because it seems like Morgan and Kinsley are kind of joined at the hip, both off the court and on the court, because as soon as one hits, the other one's going to hit soon. So this is the second or third game now where they both had multiple threes each, and when you've got multiple shooters knocking down shots, it just makes things easier for everybody else. So it's great to see shots go in, especially when they come in clusters. That makes the offense feel a lot better.
I know Des Moines East has really struggled this year in the past couple of years as well, but to be able to only allow 1 point through 3 quarters, I'm sure you had to be impressive with how the defense played here.
Yeah, we did a good job of kind of staying focused, and the thing we try to stress is even as the game gets lopsided, we can still kind of focus on small things. So we're really trying to emphasize ball pressure tonight because that's something we've kind of been off and on with all season, especially with injuries. So that was kind of our focus tonight, and I thought our perimeter players did a pretty good job of maintaining that pressure throughout.
How special was it to see Sydney Capeyu out there, the senior? She scored 8 points here tonight, has battled injuries throughout her career, but to go out there and put on the performance she did tonight coming off the bench, how pivotal was that role for you?
It's been really good to see her back. Certainly, I think it's been less than 2 weeks, if I remember right, since she got back to us. So it's kind of been a race to the finish in some ways, kind of jumping in, just trying to figure things out in the fly. So, seeing her out there was really good, getting the team back to kind of, in the summer before injuries, this was the vision of what the team looked like. So the closer we get to full health, the better we feel about it.
All right, I don't know if it's anybody's reward, but Ankeny Centennial is going to be up on Saturday. A great, tremendous challenge for your team to go against the 4th-ranked team. As you kind of prepare your team for that one, any given Saturday, the job can get done. So as you kind of focus on your team, getting them prepared in that one, what are you kind of looking out of them?
The main thing for us is, we know, Coach DeYoung has been at Ankeny forever. He's got some things that his teams do no matter who's on the floor. So, they're notorious for being a very strong, full-court, in-your-face, physical man defense. So, we've kind of been working on that all week anyway, just because, that's good for us to work on. So, certainly handling that full-court pressure will be big for us. But what's interesting is, this is certainly the first time in my coaching career that we're going into a matchup with Centennial feeling good about our height advantage. Their tallest starter is listed at 5'10", and so certainly they shoot the heck out of the ball. They've hit well over 100 threes on the season. But if we can force them to run off the three-point line and actually use our size advantage a little bit, we have some things that we like where we're not walking in feeling completely desolate. We've got some options. It's just going to be a matter of executing consistently all game.
Well, if you get the defensive performance you saw tonight, you'd be feeling pretty good after that one, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if we can hold Centennial to 1 point, we'll feel pretty good about that. But, yeah.
Yeah, congrats on the victory here tonight, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that is Brian Murphy, and we'll have their game coming up on Saturday evening, 7 o'clock against Ankeny Centennial. Looking forward to that one. That's our Laurel Diesel Services post-game chat with Coach. We'll be back and wrap things up next right inside the Roundhouse right here on KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
At Greg Young Automotive, we go the extra mile for our customers across Iowa. Why do customers choose us and keep coming back? Because our commitment to exceptional service and satisfaction never wavers. With our extensive network of dealerships throughout Iowa, we leverage unbeatable pricing and offer a better inventory selection than other dealerships. Visit any of our 6 locations across the state and experience the Greg Young difference, where we'll go the extra mile for you.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is sponsored by Sports Plus, sportsplusTherapy.com. Wayward Social, the place for bowling, games, food, and more. And Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown, helping you develop strategies for pursuing your financial goals.
Well, for the final time in the 2024-2025 season, we wrap up things inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse as Bobcat ladies will be on the road Saturday and the boys will be on the road on Monday night. So This is the last time we've been inside the Roundhouse. Appreciate you for joining us all season long. We look forward to continuing postseason action on Saturday with the girls as they move on to take on Ankeny Centennial. 53-10, once again, our final as Des Moines East. Their season is done as the Bobcats win it convincingly inside on their home floor. For our KFJB-TV crew, our producer tonight, David Braga, Keith Stewart, Lake and Eastman on camera work. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you on Thursday. Yeah, that's right, tomorrow. Bobcat Live from Wayward Social from 6 to 7. Hope to have you along there live. You've been watching Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is made possible by Assured Partners, Greg Young of Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, The Gregors Furniture and Mattress, Sports Plus, Wayward Social, Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown, Marshalltown School District, Scooters of Marshalltown, State Farm, mtownproud.com.